Powered by Virginia. Radio.
Yeah, that was Stephen Raps right there.
Yeah.
And that joint was called Hot Winter. That was a world premiere. Right before that, we played Heck Honcho's Get It and Go. That was a world premiere. And we set the show off with Straight Cash Bando, You Ever. And he's straight out of New York, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody on the live. What up, Chastity? We see you. Heck Honcho, we see you. Scrap Dooley, what's good? We see you. You know what I mean? Shout out everybody listening everywhere. So it's a lot going on in the hip-hop news and entertainment, man. First things first, Shaka Zulu, who is the manager of Ludacris, and he is also his business partner, was arrested for murder. He was involved in a shooting that happened back in June, and at first they were saying it was self-defense. Well, now he has been charged with murder. I don't know if he's out on bond yet or not, or if they even gave him a bond, but he was arrested, and he was charged with murder. So that could get real ugly, you know. Hopefully he can come up out of there, you know what I'm saying? I met Shaka a couple of times through Big Chuck. He used to do the bike fest over in across the water over there in Suffolk. You know what I'm saying? He used to do the bike fest, and he was real cool with Luda and Shaka and them. He went to Africa with them and everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had introduced me to him and all that. So there's a detective who drops these videos on YouTube, and he was the same detective who he tried to tell Young Thug and them that they was getting ready to go down, and they didn't want to listen to him. So he just did an interview with Vlad, and he said that one of the main reasons why they won't give Young Thug and Gunna and them a bond is because there's a shooter from the YSL gang that is still at large, and he's the guy that allegedly shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus, and that's when they really got on them. You know what I'm saying? When that incident took place, and that guy hasn't been arrested yet.
The mall. Nah, when they shot up the mall.
They shot up the mall.
That's when they got on them.
Oh, okay.
Shot up the, what's the name of that mall out there?
Lennox.
They shot up. Remember the cigarette?
Yeah. They was out. Yeah. I was living out there then. Yeah, I was living out there then.
That was it.
Yeah.
From there, they've been on there.
Yeah.
Yo.
So because witnesses have been intimidated, you know, and they got a guy who's in protective custody who has a lot of information to give, you know, so he's basically cooperating. And this shooter is still at large. They're not going to let them get a bond because they feel that he's at large because
Because the streets was talking when it happened.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all, the streets was talking when it happened, and in that neighborhood is wealthy people. These people got a little change.
Yeah.
So when they heard that it was them doing this in their neighborhood, they went to the police. It was like, y'all, we paying good money over here.
Yeah.
Y'all need to go ahead and get to the bottom of this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
they put pressure on them. It was a lot of
it's
pressure.
it's definitely gonna get ugly, you know what I'm saying? What up, Jetta? We see Jetta on the line. What's good, big dog? We see you. So Tory Lanez knocked out August Alstina in a club in LA.
That's what I heard.
Seen him in the club. They
seen
had some words, and he knocked them out.
I seen the video, but it wasn't of the knockout. It was just a Tory bragging about it.
And they say that when he knocked them out, he told them, "That's for Uncle Will, bro." That's what he told them. Said he knocked out August Alstina, and when he dropped him, he told him, "That's for Uncle Will, bro." You out here disrespecting my Uncle Will, man. What's wrong with you? You done lost your mind, boy. Yeah, so Tory Lanez said he ain't playing. He said he's shooting at chicks and he knocking niggas out. He ain't playing no games, man.
Let me say something. Let me say something though, because I got a couple of facts to that story. I watched the video myself personally.
Yeah.
And how it started was they was passing each other in the hallway, and he went. Your boy Tory Lanez went to say hi to August Alsina, and the nigga egged him and kept walking.
Like he was
and August Alsina created a scene in the hallway now, joking it like, should I go knock this nigga out for that dumb shit he just did?
yeah. He like,
and guess what they said? No, you already shot Megan. I watched the video, bro.
yeah. So
I watched the video.
you know, he knocked.
He said, Tory, don't do it. You already shot Megan.
Yeah, he knocked August out, man. So you know,
That's funny, yo. He was happy the whole time.
yeah.
He not once was scared.
Yeah,
Not once was
yeah,
worried about whatever might happen, whatever. It's just an assault charge.
You know, yeah. Well, they say the LAPD might investigate it.
Which will only be a simple
Yeah,
assault.
simple assault. You know, Will probably hit him up and said, "I appreciate you, young boy." You know what I mean? So, in other news, 50 Cent has ended his deal with Stars. Now, does that mean that BMF season 2 is going to be put on hold? Does that mean that the Power spinoffs are going to be put on hold? He didn't really elaborate on what was going on because Raising Kanan is on right now, and I'm watching that. And you know, BMF, Tommy is all getting ready to come back for season 2.
So it just means there's no future shows, but that don't mean the ones that's going don't finish, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know Raising Kanan will finish, but since BMF hasn't started yet, Tommy hasn't started. Season 3 the Power spinoff with Tariq hasn't started. That's what I'm saying. So he ended the deal because of a lot of miscommunication and head bumps over there at Stars.
I seen what happened. I watched the video on that too. Stars, y'all need to stop leaking people's stuff, man. When they tell you hold off, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, the man asked y'all nicely to wait, and next thing you know, people telling me they seen the new episode. How?
Yeah, and
then Stars released
you
it
know,
for 15 minutes at 12 o'clock one
they
night.
didn't have nothing on from the whole Power thing for 6 months till Raising Kanan just came back out. You know what I'm saying? And 50 was like it wasn't supposed to work that way. It was supposed to be differently.
I told you, I watched the video.
Yeah, they was on some bogus
He
shit.
asked them, and they told him
Yeah.
And then he finds out that people coming to him telling him, yeah, we seen the episode. How? Or they put it out for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
They put it out available for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
About
It's crazy.
250,000 people caught that 15
Yeah,
minutes.
better believe it. Better believe it. So, T Grizzly,
That's a leak, nigga.
his house was broken into in Detroit, and more than $1 million in jewelry and other things
That's what that video was
was
I didn't
taken.
watch that, though.
And now some people said that it was a publicity stunt.
Yeah, he got an interview
because
about it already.
he
I
just
didn't see it.
he dropped a song called "The Robbery," and then 48 hours later, his crib got robbed for $1 million in jewelry. Now I'm not saying it's a publicity stunt, but
there's a new nickname for jewelry scams, and I call it the Little Kim. He probably trying to pull a Lil Kim. Y'all remember when Lil Kim tour bus got mysteriously robbed, and then when they told her, "Oh, you gonna still have to pay for that? The insurance don't cover that." It mysteriously came back. Y'all remember that?
yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
This could be, if they saying it's a front, it could be that what they talking about.
So, you know, hopefully, you know, it was just a coincidence, you know, because Detroit is definitely a wild city. So, you know, you can't put nothing.
Grizzly, you don't want to go down as a Jesse Mullet right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, we'll see what happens with that. And so LL Cool J has put Academics on blast because Academics made a comment and he said that all the old rappers was dusty. And LL Cool J took that joint and told him, like, he basically told him, like, a lot of the younger rappers, they have things available that niggas didn't have in 79, 80, 85, even in the 90s. Like, they have a lot of information and things valuable to them. He was like, a lot of rappers, when they signed deals back then, you know, they came from nothing. They wasn't living at home with their parents and nice houses and all that, being able to have luxury. They came from nothing. So to get $50,000 was a major thing to people who, you know, came from the hood.
The topic was what he said was
They
the
was-
older rappers was dusty.
Yeah.
And in his defense, how much sales would you get if you put a new track right now, LL, KRS-One, and Ice-T?
I think LL Cool J could still sell records. Maybe not in the form that he sold then, because records are so different now. But you know,
No,
he,
the audience is different
oh
now.
yeah,
That's my point.
the audience is different. But he's performing at the iHeart Music Festival Saturday.
Academics was speaking part what he see. He didn't mean nothing personal about it.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, you know, Ice-T still tours
And
a
do his
lot,
thing. But
and
he features great fucking musicians.
yeah, you know what I'm
I've
saying.
seen
The
some
Auto
of his
Rap
shows.
tour, yeah.
Yeah, that nigga
Yeah,
shit
the
be
Auto
banging
the,
for
the
real.
Auto Rap tour is like
but
that.
again, if you ain't born in the 80s and under, you ain't.
Yeah.
you ain't
Well,
gonna-
you know, there's
you ain't
only
gonna-
a
you ain't gonna enjoy
there-
it like
there's
we are.
only
You gonna enjoy
a
it.
few rappers from the late 80s, early 90s that are still able to get money. Rakim still gets a lot of shows. Big Daddy Kane still gets a lot of shows. Big Daddy Kane has been
Ice-T, KRS-One
Ice-T,
too. I named- that's why I said
KRS-One.
LL, Ice-T,
You
and
know,
KRS-One,
and then you got the
because
ones
I know they
like
active.
yeah, you know, and LL Cool J been acting, and he the lip sync show that he came out with, you know, he had that license in like so many countries. So like LL is worth like $200 million. So
Or for the projects.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So he made a lot of money. Now there are a lot of rappers.
I know that if they put a song out though,
Yeah,
that-
it's not gonna go crazy.
That
Yeah,
crowd, that 800 million stream crowd,
yeah, it's not gonna be there. Yeah, you know.
but he will get our attention.
Yeah, you know, and it's a lot of rappers who still drop music that, you know, they have their own fan base. Their fan base might not be millions and millions and millions, but they might drop an album and it get 2 or 3 million
I'm
streams.
gonna tell you right now,
you know.
50 to 100,000 of my own is good money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's the music is different now. You know, like I told you, I was mind blown when they was saying that niggas was double platinum, and then they would say, well, they sold 20,000 digital copies, but the rest came from streams. Like, I was mind blown. Like, are you serious? Niggas sold 20,000 records screaming they double platinum? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and that is hip-hop news for the day. Shout out Tricky Ricky, what's good? Big Dog, I see you. Heck Honcho, what's good? Jetta, what's good? Chastity, what's good? Everybody that's on the live, what's popping off? We gonna get back to the music. What we got popping off on Brooklyn Joker?
Euphoria fumbled the
This is
bag.
that Euphoria, Florida MC, 18-year-old high school senior. This joint called Fumble the Bag. Let's go, Florida. Feed the streets, powered by Virginia. You know what it is.
By Virginians. Radio.